How's it going, everyone? Flashbang here, and welcome to the seventh episode of my unedited and unscripted Minecraft Let's Play. I think it is, and I think at least it is the seventh episode. I am really not sure since I'm kind of sleepless. Don't worry about it. It's just because old Grampy Cat he needs constant attention and care, like 24/7, and keeps waking me up. It's also why I didn't really post anything yesterday, because I just couldn't. I was so exhausted. And apparently it's the same as having a toddler. Same amount of work. Right then. What was I doing? I always need to remind myself. I have a lot of stone pickaxes. I guess I was mining or preparing to mine, perhaps. My sword's almost busted. I'm gonna take that. Don't have that much armor, really. Oh well. It's gonna. Oh yeah, no wait. If I remember, I was doing the I was trying to make some farms, right? Don't really seem to have any food. So, how is everyone? And I'm pretend like I can actually hear you. As for me, I guess I could say that I'm a bit disappointed because the interview I had yesterday to have like a side hustle or a gig where I would help host or even actually host a cooking workshop. Well, apparently that's not gonna happen because it's not like that they teach people how to cook, which I would love to do. But it's basically like a workshop where they do learn how to cook, especially if they're like hosting some children. But basically it's more just people having fun with food, so to speak. Because basically I'm explaining it like this. The recipes that I use, they're the tried and true, tested, maybe a little bit modified, but they're basically like, your good old-fashioned grandma's recipe, which technically they are, because my grandma, my nonna, she showed me a few things. Like the food that I make is is amazing, especially seafood, which was specifically the thing that I was hoping to apply for. But it's like, oh, we already did this and that. Good sir, we have been operating and having this workshop for like 13 years. We've already done all of these recipes. Maybe you should experiment and practice at home some more so you can come up with something new, fresh, and exciting, or a different way to present these classic recipes. And I was like, you know what? Sure, I will try to do that. I like the challenge. That's how I came up, like years ago. That's how I came up with my recipe for salmon and/or catfish and/or carp marinade, which like I explained before. I think I explained before that uses, like, among other things, you put in ginger, lemon, soy sauce, garlic, and so on, right? And that's the only thing that I showed her pictures of, like, what I was cooking, and that's the only thing that actually like caught her attention, because it's a bit different. But But I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna try and think up of a new recipes. Why not? It's fun for me, to experiment. So hey, if I if I come up with 6 new bizarre recipes or new ways to present classic ones, I'll call her back, you know, let her know, like, hey, I have some stuff. Would you like to take a gander? Yeah, that happened. Shame. But then again, you know, since I'm trying to do YouTube stuff, then hey, maybe I will make a video on like how to prepare this and that and this and that. But when I get at some editing software, I'm still, you know, trying to find something. And I know that there are free options out there, but they either are awkward to use or they have all the features that I need and all the tools that I need are usually locked behind the premium version. And I'm trying to find something that's, you know, free, because I currently am still also looking for an actual job. Also, funny thing with my previous job, even though I quit, a really good friend of mine, she still, sadly, I'm so sad for her, she still works at that company. And oh boy, I thought it was bad before, it's only getting worse. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, it's only getting worse. It really is. It's terrible. Like, I would rather be broke than actually go back working there for like slightly above minimum wage, because it is god-awful. And besides, my expertise and service was way too good for that place. It really was, though. 100%. But yeah, like I was saying before, their loss. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be working fucking... Oh shit, I swear. I apologize for saying fuck and shit. But I am not going to fucking work for 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, with absolutely no bathroom or lunch breaks. No, it's not gonna happen. Like, non-stop, full-on max gear, no. If you want me to work in those conditions, I expect a pay so fucking good that I could eat out at a fancy restaurant every single day and get the expensive stuff. Because for that half day a week that I was free, you know, that I was off work, I want to, you know, use the time that I would have spent cooking a meal to do some chores, wash my clothes, take care of the house, you know. Like, it's a long story. I'm not gonna talk about it right now because it is kind of a downer. But, you know, I will say this. What is that? What is that? Oh my, what is that? Oh my god, what is that? I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna bother it because I don't have anything to heal myself with. Also, why am I bison? Also, why am I exploring instead of getting the farms up and running? I said that I need food. I need to make farms. Yeah, this raccoon is really giving me an earful. It's telling me that I'm stupid. Ooh, that looks interesting. But you know, I do have like the what's the word? Like, I do have, what's the word in English? No, I don't think it was. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that I do like want to cook with people, cook for people. Oh dear, where's my nut hammer? There it is. And you know, if nothing else solid pans out, I'm just gonna do some YouTube videos with cooking. And I know that that's like, and I know that it's a saturated market. Everyone's doing that. But you know, sort of like the way I'm going to try to present gaming videos, I'm gonna try to present my cooking videos as and even though the way I'm like presenting my gaming videos, I want to present my cooking videos this, you know, with the same general vibe, you know, relaxed, not over with no over the top editing, you know, keeping it real, and but you know, still somehow managing to keeping it fun. A backpack? I have a backpack? Oh, amazing. Was it in the chest probably? Yeah, this is amazing. Like just today I was watching a video. Uh-oh. It's getting dark. It's dark. La 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 la. Which way to my base? I am a bit lost. Is it that way? Oh wait. No, it was up this hill, right? I came from uphill, right? So no wait, I saw this like this, so have to go this way. Yeah, go squawk yourself. I need to get home and I can't run. But will I use a gapple for it? I'm not sure. Wait. No, yeah, that is... No, I'm going the right way. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, like, I tried to watch some Minecraft videos, specifically like mod showcases and stuff like that, so I can see if there's anything more anything more fun that I could add, you know. And oh my god, the way they talk, the way they edit, it's so god awful. Like, please. I do have ADHD for some things, you know? As like a kid, I did have problems with attention span, and even I couldn't stand the way they were edited, the way they edited and that kind of stuff. It was just so... It was too much. It was annoying, really. Like when they have those terms like the beastification of YouTube and all that other lingo. It's just, yeah, it's true. It's true and it's awful. Oh, shit. Oh, well, there go 24 levels. And that was... Oh, boy. It's a big skelly. That was also my first death this playthrough, right? Yep. It was, because I had 24 levels. Lost it. Ah, well. What can you do? I was distracted. what should I do? How would I progress the fastest? I'm gonna put these in here. I didn't really get anything useful out of my... No, wait, what am I talking about? Of course I did. I got the backpack. This is amazing. And I got a terrible music disc. Also amazing. Unbreaking 3 enchantment book. Which is not too bad. Okay. So now I will need some copper. Here it is. Put you like this. Put it like this. Bam. Upgraded backpack. Now I'll take the siren. Put it like this. Put it like this. Oh no, wait. It uses this much iron. There we go. And now I will take this gold. Because there's gold in them thar hills. There we go. Look at how much space it has now. Cool. But now... You know what? That tower over there, I'm gonna go for it. I'll just take stuff to prepare. So I'll need some food. I'll take this cake. And I know that cakes are terrible, don't at me. I really don't have a lot of armor, though. Not gonna go for the tower just yet. You know what? How about we just settle on making and finishing the farms? Cool. So I need dirt blocks then. Here they are. Here's some more. Here's even more. All the dirt. Don't forget to stay hydrated, people. Water. Are you coming for me? Doesn't look like you are. There you are. Ah, amazing. Just had to damage you once. Beautiful. But, you know, on a lighter note, to cheer myself up from being disappointed by the cooking gig I was trying to get, I bought myself a magic booster pack. Sadly, the only ones they had in stock were in like my like the, you know, let's just call it a nerd store, you know, where they have trading card games, board games, anime, figurines, manga, you know, that sort of stuff. I bought myself an Ether Drift booster because that's the only one they had, since everything else has been sold out or bought by scalpers. You know, the whole yummy topic for some other day on how much we absolutely adore bloody scalpers. And I got a really neat card in it. It was like a alternate art. I forgot what it was called, thanks to my ADHD brain. It was basically the draw 2 cards, but for each artifact, something with artifact synergy, the cost of this card is reduced by 1. So in the end, so if you have the right synergy, the right combo for 1 mana, you can draw 2 cards, which is damn tasty. Also, did any of you started drawing yet? Any one of you given it a shot? Maybe just try to write a story? Also, if it feels cringe, you know, the first time, don't worry about it. That's completely natural. That's completely normal. It's completely natural. You know, and I also realized something. You know what this game needs? It needs an item like there is in Terraria, where basically it extends your block placement and mining range. Because that's like really neat in Terraria. It's really good. I find myself using that a lot when building, you know, because in Terraria you can have like loadouts you can quickly swap between, right? And it's really neat that, okay, I'm going exploring now. I'm gonna use this loadout. Oh, I'm gonna go dungeoneering. I'm gonna use this loadout now. Oh, I'm building. I'm gonna use this loadout now. It's such a good feature. In fact, didn't I say that once I'm finished with Minecraft, I'm gonna do a Terraria? I need to grab the bucket. I don't have it with me. Nope. That was that once I finish with Minecraft, I will do a Terraria playthrough as well. It's gonna, of course, it's gonna be modded though, because I have over 4,000 hours on that game. Although on my Steam page is only gonna say like over 1,000 and whatever, because so much time in that game has been spent like offline, or just, you know, playing in a way where it doesn't log your actual playtime, because I didn't want to be bothered while playing the game. Like, I'm living inside, like just like for Diablo 2, Terraria and Subnautica are the 3 games where I don't ever need to wiki anything, because it's all in here. Because they're good games. They really are. Right, I need a bit more dirt. I need way more dirt. Also, I'm gonna do something real cheeky. I said that I'm not gonna go for that tower, but there's a chest on the ground floor that I can kind of maybe perhaps yoink real quick. See if I get anything worthwhile. Man, I'm such a loot goblin. Like, the thought of just getting loot. A lot of times for me, it's more exciting than actually then getting the loot. I've been there, right? I've looted those. I think I did. Oh, an oak sapling. Oh, why, thank you. How generous. And for those of you that don't know, this is a... Look at this catfish. Look at this boy. And for those of you... Oh, this is cucumber, right? Oh, I guess we'll never know. Right, as I was saying, this tower is from the Born in Chaos mod. Oh. Man, I'm so stupid. I forgot what I was talking about previously. I forgot to finish my my train of thought for Terraria. But basically what I was saying is that I have a lot of hours in that game, and I pretty much played... What is that noise? So yeah, as I was saying, I have a lot of games. I have a lot of hours in Terraria, and I pretty much play modded because I love Calamity mods so much. I used to also really love Stars Above, but ever since they added the because I guess back then it was really trendy for everything to have like the 70s, 80s style neon vibe, right? You know, like those Miami cop movies and what have you. So what they, the devs have done, they, oh, you got a bow. Oh dear. And I'm stuck. Of course, it had to be a webbing spider. And you had to have a bow. Sometimes this game. But yeah, so for those of you that play Terraria, right? And for those of you that don't, I'll try to explain this best I can. So basically, as pretty much everyone is aware of, Terraria is most easily explained as 2D Minecraft, right? And one of the things everyone does is they make a elevator, right? From where they are, like, you know, somewhere either in or around their base, they dig straight down, where so they can get into hell, you know? And that's the context you'll need. But basically, what the developers for the Stars Above have done, they have added a new biome in the middle of hell. That's like this. It's like, you know, the Miami neon 60s, 70s, 80s style biome. That is neat, but it's really, really, really just in the way. You know, there's a few stuff you need to do in hell, like you need to prep a bunch of stuff in it to progress the game, you know, like explore it and everything. And what this new biome and the structures within do is they just, you know, comparing how cool and neat it is and what it gives you to how much of a hassle it is to deal with it, to work around it, it really wasn't worth it. For as much as I loved the mod, in the end, it just wasn't worth it. Which is a shame, because the mod Stars Above, in the end, it is a really cool mod, you know? Yeah, they messed it up with that feature. Also, for those of you that like played Calamity mod, apparently the original developers are making like a reboot, a remake of it. Oh dear. Bad pooter. Bad pooter, go to your room. Ah boy, this is the... that's the skeleton and Vex floor. Not gonna deal with that right now. I can't. I don't have the HP for it. Oh boy. No. No way you followed me this far. I need to go back, man. I need to go back home. Where is home? What is this? I never seen. This is a new structure. Hello. What's that? High five, brother. Keep on hanging, brother. I'm getting surrounded. There's the entrance, please. There's no door. There's no door. Oh, I guess we're fighting. Oh. You people do not realize how lucky I am that the Nightmare Stalker didn't spawn. Right then. What do we have here? Bones. Amazing. What is actually amazing is the redstone I see over there. I do love myself some cheap redstone. As I always need it. Is that a cartography table and a jukebox? This is amazing. I have no more room. Also amazing. I'm just going to shove everything in here. Into my snazzy backpack. Take this lantern. Take this. Take some more redstone. Keep a low profile and be very, 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 very quiet. So that I'll be able to hear if something very dangerous starts approaching. Oh dear. No! Oh. And the door's open. Terrible. Boy. From not dying, I went from not dying to dying quite a lot. Terrible. It's also probably my fatigued brain. Like I said, I am really tired. Not tired enough to go to sleep, of course. It's not that bad. But, you know, if I were to actually go to bed, I'd probably fall asleep. But, man, which way did I go? Because I don't remember finding a blue structure anywhere. So I do know that I was somewhere, the direction where there was a ruined portal in the distance, which is over there. So the tower, and then to its right, and what are those? 3 pieces of monster fish? For free? Don't mind if I do. Grab this food source. Lord knows I'm gonna need it. Okay, so there's the Necro Tower. Here's the blue stuff. There was an explosion somewhere. Now where is my dead body? There it is. Also, oh boy. It's quite a bit of, does it spread? Shouldn't. I don't think I have anything done. Oh boy. Why are you immediately hostile? Also, pardon me. Someone's calling me. I'll just pause it. Hello, everyone. I have returned. Yes, my girlfriend was calling me. And of course, you always respond when your girlfriend is calling you. Or else they will cut off your balls. Right, this is really interesting to me, though. What? Well, I thought I saw another chest here. What? What is that noise? It's coming from over there. Oh, that's an LA. There's two LAs. But I don't think that that's what the noise was. Hold on. Oh, look, there's an LA over here as well. Hello, LA. Hello, hello. Here, have a torch. Oh, there's another LA over there. I guess... Here, have a torch. I guess they were LAs. Huh. Also, before anyone asks, they don't spawn in the wild unless it's like modded. So I will hopefully have him drop the sword, but he didn't. Hello, LA number 3. Have a torch. Right, interesting. A lot of easily accessible obsidian once I get a diamond pickaxe. Very nice, actually. Oh, anyway, what were we talking about before I got the phone call? Because I am EP, but still not enough to actually go to sleep. Oh, interesting. Ow. Wait, Frames, what are you? Ow. Oh, it is in fact a head. And I shall proceed to take this head. Thank you. Protection of thorns. Okay. Butter armor. Very good. That was sarcasm. It is actually very bad. Now, I know I'm not the first one who's gonna say this, but for how, at least until you reach the Nether, for how much of a hassle getting gold is, it really should be better than iron, or at least, you know, since once you actually do reach the Nether, its gold is abundant. It should be like a side grade to iron, you know. Like, I don't get about that design. I know that it's more realistic that way because gold is a soft metal. It's a soft, heavy metal. Man, that really sounds like an oxymoron. If you're thinking about it in music terms, a soft, heavy metal. Right, what is this structure? Oh, my... hold on a second. There we go. Ooh, slime. Ooh, actually, that's pretty nice. Because we'll be making 2 sticky pistons eventually. So I'll be taking this and this. You. I will take no chances, and I will crouch walk across this. There we go. Oh! A chest? Why don't my... Ow. That was intentional. Golden emeralds? I'm not gonna complain. There we go. Beautiful. Someone... Oh, you're dying. Okay. Right, so that way to get back home, which I should because sun is going down slowly but surely. I will nab this and nab these 2 eggs. 3 eggs. Very good. So yeah, as you have seen, like this tower thing it is a mixed bag. I admit it is a mixed bag because it can either be cleared really easy or really hard depending on how the mobs want to behave. And it could either be really worth it or really, really, really not worth it, depending on what loot. What the hell was this whispering? Broken parts. Collect the lower piece of the bone staff. Was that the whispering? What is this? Netherword block. Oh wait, you can't be used for anything. Except for composting. Very well, I guess. Oh, secret loot. Don't mind if I do. Oh, yeah, I have to say, very neat. So if I hear whispering, there means it's like a piece of an item that I can get. Huh. Nice. For a second there, I thought I had like a mod installed that shall now proceed to scare the ever-living Billy, you scared the cannoli out of me. Because here's the thing, you know, like I do love spooky stuff. Like I listen to Creepcast and I really do it, like just sit and listen to the stories and to the banter those two have. I love the Amnesia series, right? Like I love horror in general, but I cannot stand jump scares. Because they, in my opinion, they really just diminish from, you know, the actual experience. Like, unless something is an unintentional jump scare. But the ones, and you know what, I take it back. They don't really diminish the experience, but they, and I'm not even gonna do the whole thing of like, they're so annoying. I mean, they are, but no, my point is, when it comes to jump scares, is that there's a way to do them cheaply, where they will suck, and there's a way to do them good, where they work, where they're kind of earned. You know what I mean? So basically my point is that a lot of jump scares are... What is that? That a lot of jump scares in movies and video games are unearned, you know? Like there was this... You know what? I'm gonna go there during the day. Because, for example, there was this thriller movie called The Orphan, which is okay, I guess. But, oh, that's a mutant creeper. Okay, we're going the other way. But basically, what happens is like, there's nothing paranormal. There's nothing like inherently spooky in that movie. But they add jump scares. For no reason other than to like make you jump and like, oh my god, wasn't it scary? Didn't you feel fear? when something loud was shoved into your face. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff just... Look, it doesn't work. It doesn't. Just if you're gonna make a game, make a movie, just don't use jump scares like that. Because if you do want to use jump scares, you know what you should do is, if you cannot make it work without making it the classic something jumps into your face very loudly, covering the whole screen suddenly, then in my opinion it's not worth even implementing it, because no one's gonna actually go like, oh man, wasn't that cool, wasn't that good? No. I mean, at least I don't know anyone that would react like that. People are usually, whenever people that I know of, when there's like a jump scare, they always go like, oh my god, it's so annoying, or bastards, or that's the usual reaction. Okay, it's just not worth it. I think, because I really do think that more often than not, jump scares are used as a crutch to make people think that something that's kind of meh isn't so meh. If that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. I understand myself. That's all that matters. Right, so I have this. I'm not gonna stop recording just yet. I'm gonna make these like an hour long. Oh, and these chests are cool. I should really start like taking care of my base. All I've been doing is just exploring and looting. Right, now I have to focus. Make the farm. You'll explore and loot once you actually are prepared to explore and loot. But I do need some dirt. And I don't want to just mine dirt that I will... I will go down this mine shaft and mine this dirt. Yeah. But I would really like a shovel, which I think I have. Ha! Amazing. But first, I will go get this granite, because I will need it to make gunmetal. And I will need quite a bit of it. Right, because for example, a really good jump scare, like the one that actually got me and didn't make me feel like frustrated or annoyed, right? I forgot which one it was, but it was completely silent. And it wasn't even sudden. It wasn't like sudden where it was like super fast before you can react and you instinctively like freeze or jump. It was like in a really terrible movie that a friend wanted to watch with me. And what happened was the character was walking around, right? In the woods. Well, they were being chased by that movie's equivalent of like the Rake. And what happened was, like, the character didn't... let me remember. The character, like, had some basically, the scene was like this. It was like a shot of their side. It was like a side view shot of the character walking through the woods, right? And the way it was, the way the jump scare worked was basically all you could hear was like forest noises and the sound of her footsteps, right? And then something distracted her at just the right moment, and she never broke her stride, right? Ain't nothing gonna slow her down. Oh no. But basically, she was walking, never breaking her stride, until something distracted her. And if you were paying attention to like the sound of footsteps, that's when she mistimed her step for just a bit, but you still heard something around her crunch, as if she stepped, if she kept her stride. Oh. And like, because she got distracted, she didn't notice that detail. But if you were paying attention as the audience, you did. And then, like, a few moments afterwards, as she continued walking, like, you knew that something, you know, like the rake then was like on her tail, right? And basically, if this was okay, let's say that this is like, you know, 1.5 meters, which was probably her. So, okay, so if this that you see now is like the frame of the movie, right? She was, let me do it like this. Oh boy. If this was the way the movie shot was framed, she was about this much in shot. The rest was just the forest, you know, like dense trees and foliage. Not really foliage, because it was like a leafy forest with like leafy floor. And then as she moved past a tree, an unsuspecting tree that looked like any other one, the thing just like appeared behind her, as if it was, you know, mimicking her footsteps as best as it could, which it was also, you know, doing a really good job at. Fumbling that one time, you know, because she got distracted. And then when she passed that tree, there was no sound, no stinger, no music of like going wah, nor the monster going like roar or squee. It just, from behind that tree, it just like, as soon as she passed it, it like emerged, walking behind her for like, and you saw it for like half a second as it did, until it pounced, you know. And then of course when it pounced, they both fell out of view. And of course all you heard was like the screaming and the growling, and that's it. Now that was a jump scare that was really effective, and it made me go like, fuck. That was good. Also, I apologize for swearing yet again. I will do better. You know, it was better than anything like any of Hollywood movies tend to do. Better than any, like, I don't know, on the top of my head, which AAA game it was that like just use jump scares. But here's one. In Resident Evil 4, once you reach the prison island, right? Like, you probably either will remember, it will sound really familiar, but you won't be able to put your finger on it. But there's this one part when you're in the prison island, where you're like walking around through the corridors, and you pass a corner with some lockers in front of you, and as you approach those lockers, a zombie, like a burning zombie, like explodes out of them, you know, dealing damage and whatever. Like, that's also a jump scare. But and it does like make you jump, because it's so sudden and it was so loud, and you're already on edge because you're on the bloody island with the regenerators, possibly the scariest thing in Resident Evil 4, right? But because it's not like, you know, in your face. It's not so overly loud. It doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. But then, of course, you have games like Five Nights at Freddy's, which is basically just jump scares. Of course, I know it's not just jump scares, but like I said, basically, it's just jump scares, right? And you know, at least with that game, you know it's not, I mean, you know what you're signing up for. You know, you're not surprised by them, is what I'm going to say. That's also why I really That's also why I really don't recommend Layers of Fear, you know? The whole point, the whole advertisement for that game was like an atmospheric horror game that does not rely on jump scare tactics to keep itself scary. And then you actually play that game, and yes, it does have jump scares. If you get killed by the ghost, it's a jump scare. And as you play the game, it's constantly like little things, not full-on screamers in your face, but it's just like, you know, you look through a window and the window shuts on your face with a loud thud. That still makes you jump. It is a jump scare. You know, it's not like a monster going "Ree!" in your ears and face, right? But it's still a sudden, loud noise, you know, or like a sudden change in visuals. And that, you know, it still makes it a jump scare. And they're tired. It's overdone. And not because of like Five Nights at Freddy's or other mascot horror games, but because like people like they just put where they really don't have a place for it. Like, well, like in the movie World War Z, there's like this jump scare of the like really near the beginning. There's also spoilers, you know, but then again, you've probably watched the movie, or you will forget by the time you actually watch it after I talk about this. There's like two jump scare moments that I remember. Oh boy, water. No thank you. There are two jump scare moments that I remember off the top of my head. One is very close to the beginning, where there's this cop shouting at the family who are in their car, right? And he's like on his bike next to their door, like yelling, "Stay inside the vehicle." And, you know, the voice is muffled, there's no music, there's no other sounds other than him, like, yelling at them through the closed car window. So, of course, you're gonna, you know, strain your hearing to listen to what he's saying. And then all of a sudden, a truck slams into him. And, sorry, it was a bad jump scare because it was engineered, it was designed, overly produced. No, because it was terribly designed. I'm gonna stick with that. Because why was the officer's voice like muffled? You know, because he was talking behind a solid object. But the sound of the truck crashing into him was crystal clear and crisp, as if, you know, they were outside of the car. It's the same thing as when you see people who are like wearing a mask and you hear them like you can hear me. And you don't hear them like something like this, you know. This is something that you would hear if I were talking to you behind like one of those gas pumps. I don't know how that's gonna sound, but what I said basically was this is how you would hear. Basically, something like this is what you'd hear if I was talking to you behind a gas mask, right? And it's the same, like, mistake as that scene with the truck hitting the officer was, because, you know, the officer was basically the sound was something like this, but the sound effects of the truck hitting him were like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was a badly designed jump scare. And there's this also another one. It was a jump scare for the sake of making you jump, you know? And then this other one was when the protagonist is like looking out into the hall of like an apartment building that he's in. And like the camera has been designed to be for it to be like from his point of view, you know. And, like he's looking around, and like he okay, so I'll show it like this. So he's like looking around, right, and then he looks something like this, and then as soon as the camera pans down, there's like a zombie all of a sudden going like running into him. It's like, yeah, it makes you jump, but again, that's shit. What he didn't, like his peripheral vision. Are you trying to tell me that he didn't hear nor see a zombie before he was in his face? Mind you, the zombie was sprinting. Okay? And you're telling me he didn't notice that? I don't buy it. I think you just made a bad scene. And I will fight you for it. Like, for example, as I was talking about before, the game that I want to make, that's like a 2D action adventure horror game, right? There wouldn't be any jump scares. There would be nothing like flying at the screen to spook you. The horror would be... I don't know what the term is, but it wouldn't be anything like that, you know? Wait, actually, there's a really good term of like... Oh, what's the game again? Darkwood. Yeah. Like the devs said that Darkwood doesn't have any jump scare of like something flying at you, a screamer basically. Because it's like, because the way they said it was like, it's a horror game made by people who don't like jump scares. And I totally vibe with that. Darkwood is a really good spooky game. I do recommend. Also, just my luck. There just had to be water here. That's also why it's also, even though I sing the praises of the original Amnesia, there are still parts of it that are like, ugh. Did you have to put a jump scare there? But it's still... But they're still better designed than the majority of them, because... because they're not overly loud and they're not overly in your face and sudden. You know? And I do believe that this has been an hour. Yep. So, I'm gonna end this episode here. But I will, however, start recording immediately after, you know, I cut this one. Because I suspect that I won't have time to make an episode tomorrow. So I'll post this one now. And then I'll also, depending on how long it's going to be uploading on YouTube, I will also post the other one today. If not, sometime tomorrow. And I will have a bathroom break so I can like reset and think of a different topic, something that's a bit more lighthearted. Because there was nothing really good to talk about this time, was there? So anyway, take care.